Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to iBUYPOWER Masters 4. I'm Topical. With me is Evan Emo. This is all brought to you by Western Digital Black, as well as LG Ultra Gear. We've got ourselves a hell of a match so far. Astralis and Liquid heading into map 3.
Yeah, definitely quite the barn burner right now. Astralis coming out the gates, absolutely destroying Inferno. Then we move on to Dust 2, where Liquid have that match point for so long, and it starts looking like Astralis is going to make that comeback. Liquid close it out, and now we're moving on to Overpass.
Dude, on to Overpass we go. This is going to be an interesting setup. A map that might not be too comfortable for both teams. Our research before this, you and I sat down a couple times, and Overpass was peculiar, especially for Astralis. Really a map that both teams are kind of neutral at. But we are into round 1. Astralis to the CT side.
And it will be Dupree starting this round off with a kill onto Elise. Stewie 2K trading that one out very quickly here as Zipex towards this bathroom area, falling back as Device takes down Naf towards long A.
Big kill too. It's traded out 3-on-3 right now. Liquid at least deal with everything that was behind them. Deal with the bathrooms. They don't have any flanks to worry about right now. Just condense, collect, force Astralis to spread thin, and then overwhelm that.
Good thing is Nitro hasn't gone down yet. He's still got that utility. Smoke, flash in his pockets here for whatever site Liquid do decide to attack here. We just passed the minute mark on the clock, and Liquid should be grouping up momentarily here to decide on what they're going to take. It does look like they're favoring that A bomb site.
For right now, they've got plenty of time to play with. 45 seconds, Twist thinks about going down just for a peek. And then he sets up for up top. Looks like a smoke comes down. There'll be a flash as well over the top. They are currently shielded by the bathroom. And now you have Glaive as well as Zipnix that are down here at the A site. Flashbang's out. Here comes the 9mm from the Glock, but it is Zipnix that gets the first and Glaive for the second. It's laid flat, leaving only Nitro. Bomb in play, but he's got a problem coming up from behind. That's Magisk. And Zipnix just spotted him coming up to the site. So he needs to fight his way in for a plant, but he's only got 10 seconds. There's nowhere left to go. He needs to commit himself for a kill. And everybody is just an apparition. Are they playing with him at this point? 1 second, he will survive and will not get clocked. For a moment there, I felt like that's what Astralis were going for to prevent him from getting any kind of bonus cash. So that new economy bonus cash.
Yeah, that was very interesting. If I was Nitro there, I would have been just running at somebody in efforts to hopefully go down in that round, because going into what would be a save round or a full save is actually going to turn Liquid into a buy now, seeing as, well, Nitro's got really no cash. It makes no difference going into that third round. Yeah. So we will see Liquid buy up. It's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, leave him alive. It didn't matter if they killed him or not. It's not like it was a rifle round where they kill him, he loses his gun, his armor, whatever after the clock. He doesn't get any of that fresh new cash. Interesting way and smart way to play it for Astralis. The time went to their favor. 2 umps, 2 Famai, and 1 M4, which will be the king onto this round. 50 cal for the Deke, though. 7 rounds in the magazine. That is going to be the highest caliber on the field. 2 of them are there for Team Liquid. They want to be able to pick up one of those frags early on, maybe start to at least give themselves a chance to steal a weapon or two. But right now, Astralis are pretty far back, or at least working in pairs. The most exposed player, that being Dupree, but at a distance, he has Device supporting him from the A site.
Stewie now the only flashbang. He's going to use it to clear out that sand area, allowing Liquid now to move down towards that connector. Try and clear that out as well, gain a little bit more map control as this round passes the 50-second mark on the clock.
Astralis not showing their hand quite yet. Now they're taking some skirmish, at least through the B short. And there's Twist. Got that one.
Nice shot onto the short B, dropping Magisk. It will be Dupree towards this long. Solo holding right now, and looking to him to get these entries. He's able to find Nitro, but is Stewie able to trade this one out?
Well, he got the headshot against Dupree, so he is wounded and short-lived. Oh, they took his support out. I was talking about Device helping him, but it's actually Dupree that's the one in control out there. Naf is left standing, 50 cal in hand. 15 seconds in play as well. He fakes the bomb plant once, takes that next fight, and dies. I think Astralis were in the same exact position as before, saying, you know what? Leave him alive for a little while. Let him contend with the clock. But since the bomb was planted and faked, forced their hand a little bit, and they ended up extinguishing his life.
There will be Another save here on the Liquid side. Remember, Nitro, well, on that pistol round, he was left alive. Not any money in his pockets. Going into the following round, Stewie ended up buying a scout with armor here. A little bit of knife action going on between the teammates as well. But it will be Liquid onto yet another eco.
Gotta love that smoke. It's been a long time around, but it's still very pretty to observe. Grenade airs in, but already evacuated was that position at T-ramp. Take a fight, peeking out one at a time, but they're shifting their roles, and they will force Device back through the bathrooms, further back. But there was a crossfire set up from Dupree. He's now into the upper side of the bathrooms, and Liquid have really nothing much to speak for what blood that they have spilled so far on this round. No kills their way, and more bodies will start to fall. They're very soft targets. And UMP was really looking for extra cash, but it's Twist, though, with another one, Deeg. I think he got the one in the previous round out there as well. One left, and it always seems to be Naf playing that lurk role for the team.
Ooh, nice shot from Naf. That will be all he gets, though, as Magist coming up towards that short B from that water area, able to trade it out. But here we go into the gun rounds, Dallas. Let's see if Liquid are able to get their first on the board.
Yeah. 2 Kriegs up so far. Nitro to buy an AK. Liquid still being supported, obviously, by the crowd. And they have the weapons advantage and a full set of utility as well. So both teams are sparking on that, at least for now. Device a little bit shortchanged. He only has a smoke and a flash, but he's got the important stuff, at least. Astralis early on. Sometimes you see that Molotov that comes over towards T-ramp quickly. But Device is now taking a very safe peek up on top of Party right now, while 2 players go around long and steal up a free kill with a quick double peek and a fallback. Hit and run.
Yeah, it was a great start to the round from Astralis. Falling off now, like you just mentioned, Dallas, is going to allow them to reset up, play a little bit more of a passive angle, and Liquid is going to have to spend quite a bit of time clearing these close, long A angles to ensure that no CTs are still straggling about, looking for any other kills they can get.
Flashes are the prelude to Liquid at least getting to the threshold of the bathroom. As they cross this shortly, the bomb is part of this company. And the CTs and Ts not currently looking towards one another, but they'll turn a little bit left, look towards long. They don't see anything there. That's where the initial prod was from Astralis. Dupree just now hears them. He's got some help. He'll swing out super wide. He gets 2, and that's the bomb down included. He does die for that, but that's a lot of time off the clock, and Astralis can start to shift some pawns around the map, and they'll continue to tumble this bomb deeper into control of their own, leaving Naf left alone. Nice quick headshot right there. Dials in that shot, looking for the next one as well. Just needs this bomb. Time's going to be against them, though, so Astralis are going to have the extra man in play.
Not really an opportunity here for Naf to get anything, forcing all those angles. Zipex able to take him down very easily in that situation, and Astralis is going to take a 4-0 lead here, as Liquid now most likely will get some pistol armor, as I imagine they want to get that op on the field to be able to take those long-distance engagements. Yeah,
and right now they don't need it. It would be a top-heavy setup because Team Liquid is going to be having some pistols on this round, so they are in the correct mindset. They've got 1 SMG in Magist's hands, and there's 1 SMG actually in Liquid's favor as well. It's just a MAC-10. I don't know how important that could be, but there is armor on top of these. Might be a rush B with a little bit of a split towards short as well. Right now, Astralis are just going to try and shore up the defense with some smokes and mollies right behind them. So Liquid, whatever utility they had salvoed into the site is now virtually wasted. Only the Monster team is being able to at least encroach into the site for now. And Astralis will be able to take this one at a time, 1 angle at a time, and 1 player at a time. Astralis, 5-0 start. Very quick reactions from those players on the B site.
Yeah, definitely a great round for Astralis. They're a very clean round as well. Smokes coming out from Liquid almost hindered their attack on the site, as there were many angles that Astralis was playing around those smokes, able to hold down that site in phenomenal fashion. And it will be a gun round coming out of Liquid now. No op on the field, however. Device, well, he's got one in tow. And let's see if he's going to punish Liquid for not making that decision.
Molly that'll land towards short, just in case Astralis want to be able to take that territory. There's the molly, and then a smoke. I believe maybe even dropped by Liquid to make sure that they could at least get to the playground in time. And Astralis, good rate of exchange, at least on some of this utility, but I believe that utility still favors Liquid for the time being. Still got lots of mollies, still got lots of smoke, and lots of time to play with. So they could trade this utility throw a flashbang out there, get a response from Astralis to throw a smoke, one of the few smokes they have, one of the few Molotovs that they had.
Very slow round out of Liquid. We're passing the minute mark on the round momentarily here, and they're just beginning to take the fountain, the middle area. And it does look like Astralis moving back into more of a passive setup, but we do have one lurker hiding in this connector area. So if Liquid don't actually clear this out as Device gets the opening frag onto Stewie, we could see that come to bite them as the round gets closer to that execute position.
They didn't even have a chance. I was almost curious as to where that shot even came from.
Here we go.
Stewie's got a question mark above his head.
Dupree now is making his play towards the connector area, peering on up.
Oh, they're not looking at all. They're going to get broadsided. They still haven't checked him. Dupree is in behind him, a wolf amongst the sheep. And again, this poke prod, hit and run. Keep your advantage in play. 5-3, now 5-2. Team Liquid is just being dismantled one at a time. Still, they haven't even really had a great, honest look at anybody from Astralis. Finally, the first kill goes that way for Nitro, but it was a impossible fight 1v5 against the best in the world.
Zipex off to 10-0 to start this game right now. 6-0 for Astralis. Liquid now back onto that pistol armor buy. They've got the Mercy money in their favor here, so they're going to have to start rolling with it and hopefully get their first round on the board before Astralis runs away with this map 3.
Yeah, CT-sided map. They are in control, and Liquid are again shortchanged. The crowd wants a competitive match. So do we. So does everybody that's watching at home right now. Astralis quick to poke up towards the fountain and then quick to fall back into the bathrooms. Astralis into safety for now. Maybe it's Dupree that's exposed, but he'll pass Zipnix, the healthier player, and they'll fall back hand in hand towards the A site.
Yeah, Liquid looking towards this A bomb site to actually execute with these pistols right now. They've got the smokes, they've got the flashes to get themselves in there, but will they be able to get the bomb down? It does look like Astralis, in response, will be playing more towards this long A part of the map, as we do see a rotation come in as well, and we'll see a third member on that A bomb site.
Classic smoke setup for the A site. Those will land towards the stairs and the bank, all your classic positions, as they now arc in. Cutting off even the Optimus truck, it looks like. Pistols coming in. Those smokes actually could help them out. Oh, he's got an angle on this. Do they check? They do, but he's in and out again. He'll just relocate himself. They'll set up these very shallow angles across the threshold of the site. They're close with pistols. A little bit of a double knockout punch, it looked like, leaving Elijah alone. 1v3, now 2. Turning back for this one. He wishes he just had one more. 3 HP is left for Device, but he will be refreshed into this round. 7-0 start.
Yeah, and a pause coming out from what I can only imagine is Liquid here as they try to gather their laurels, understand what is being done, what they need to change here going into this round. Because right now, Astralis, they're playing these one-and-done spots, but Liquid really has no answer for it. You saw it, Dupree isolated in that connector in previous rounds, able to just simply come up towards the late part of the round, pick up a very easy kill and disappear. We're going to have to see Liquid play a lot more tight, a lot more teammate-oriented CS here and get these trades going.
So the double ops out for Astralis. You're expecting some kind of entry from Liquid to be blunted. So you're going to lose Stewie. Might lose Elige. Who knows how it plays out, but they can spread that awesome firepower both directions with Device and Dupree's capabilities. Device headed quickly to the B site right now as Dupree goes towards a long A single-handedly. It looks like, though, Zipnix is actually in connector. He's very close to these T's. Mollies and smokes hissing down there. They're getting harassed. This is through the wall. Magisk all the way through that, through the blue door, all the way deep. And he connects for a lot of damage against Stewie.
Does look like Liquid now are going to have to go up against Dupree here, who's making his way across from long A, about to peer on towards this middle area. But Stewie
him up,
covering his teammates back, able to get the opening frag for Team Liquid.
That was nearly a collateral the other direction. But Liquid will take whatever advantage they can get right now. They need a round. They have seen 7-1 before in the first map of Inferno. Smoke's out for long. Zipnix is ahead of this one, so he's going to telegraph to the team that Got some utility coming in. Nice pop flash. It is countered back and forth. Xyp9x may have even caught a little bit of his own teammate's flash. Thought he was going to peek wider than that. Spotting Elige's head poke up over top of the flower pots. And they are hunting in retreat. Xyp9x is taken down. Only 2 left. Liquid are looking to be able to find that first round of theirs in the top of the 8th. We're now in towards the bottom of the 8th.
And they will be finding the round, as it does look like Astralis, after losing 2 members towards that A bomb site, are going to be on the save right now as Liquid look to plant the bomb. And as far as they're concerned, this retake is still happening right now, so it'll be a couple seconds before we start seeing them move around this bomb site, maybe looking for some exits. But I can't imagine they will, as their economy is very, very low, Dallas.
Yeah, keeping all 5 alive is fantastic here for Liquid. They are spread out. They're very far off the site right now, so they know that this is a save. Magisk and Device are also separated from anybody from Liquid's side, so they too might find solace into the next round, holding an M4 as well as the AWP. They'll be able to have, with these weapons saved, the full buy into the next anyways, and possibly just set up Liquid for a strong spike into a double eco if they reset them. But that's an if.
All right, Magisk and Device able to save those weapons. Team Liquid on the board with their first round here. Is it going to be like D2? Are they going to get rolling late into this half and actually start mounting rounds, or will Astralis go ahead and win this round and get the eco reset onto Liquid?
We talked about Ghost earlier being the dark horse, and now Liquid is showing to be like a late-breaking horse. Yeah, they have a slow start, but man, do they finish strong. They were able to finish Dust 2 on a map that we thought Astralis would have quite a possibility of a comeback heading over to the favored T side, but they didn't. They fell flat against Liquid, who were so strong. 2 players into party side. Device gets that kill, starts to shift backwards. They've left dupreeh embedded up there, actually. Ooh. So there's still a surprise for Liquid.
I don't think Device has any idea about Elige, and no, he doesn't. Elige, a great kill onto Device to make this happen. Put Team Liquid into this 4v4 situation now, and dupreeh with some aggression is going to catch Stewie. Oh, no, he doesn't. A great shot from Stewie, and that's going to put Liquid in the 4v3 right now, Dallas.
A couple difference-making options that had played out already in this round, and still more to come. For what it's worth, Glaive has had a very quiet night so far, holding down this B site. He's currently 2 and 3. He hasn't seen much action. And he'll start to move around, but it is uncomfortable because there's a storm brewing just to the opposing side of him. He'll go back towards the grates, which is really just a one and done. As soon as his smoke fades, he's got nowhere left to run. He gets very high up on those grates, and he's knocked right down, threaded through them. Molotovs will go to the other side of the site, making sure that it is safe. And Astralis are probably going to think about another save again unless they get a kill just by a chance spray through there, but I don't think it's going to happen. Both Xyp9x and Magisk will fall out, and Liquid will take now 2 in a row.
That was a great round out of the Liquid side, starting off with the Elige making his way towards the rock at long A. He's able to actually get ahead of Device there, time him out perfectly. dupreeh, though, who pushes into playground after getting up towards that party wall. Stewie should have gone down there, but hits a tremendous shot, takes out dupreeh, and then moving back to the B bomb site, able to take down Glaive, playing by that back grade area, all but cements Team Liquid's second round.
Yeah, how quick that developed. I mean, Astralis had a really strong bonus kill and a bonus player on a position. 2 players in the party. First, the Opper gets the kill, obviously falls back out of that position, but they leave that rifle up, and that flank was there, and Stewie just looked like he was absolutely pinned to the wall. The drawing of the Dragon lore in the playground, and you know what? He swings it back and absolutely ends that one. I believe that was Device. No,
dupreeh.
Yes, dupreeh, yes.
That was dupreeh. Device had already gone down from a sneaky Elige by the rock.
That's right.
A sneaky snake.
That's pretty much what the Dragon lore drawing looks like on Overpass.
A sneaky snake.
It's a sneaky snake.
All right, and it does look like we do have a pause coming in. I imagine this pause is going to be from Liquid. They probably just want to gather their thoughts. That was a very hectic round out of them. A lot of things could have gone awry, but they do end up with the win. 10 seconds until we restart this.
10 seconds, that's all it takes, and DJ's trying to get intimate right now. What is it? What are those?
What are those?
What are those? They look checkered. 7-2 again for Liquid. Molly's up and over for the short B side of things, making sure Astralis don't go ahead. smoked in response by Liquid as well so that they can push through it themselves. But here's Glaive. Oh, he's going to push the issue. He's going to catch him with grenades in play and fall back. Astralis always do this, and successfully so. They get these kills, then they get back to their default positions.
Yeah, this is great out of Astralis. Like you just said, the early kill, no reason to stay aggressive right now. They're going to fall right out of it. That HE doing quite a bit of damage to Glaive, dropping him down to 42 HP right now, and it does look like Liquid moving back towards this B bomb site. They don't have bomb in tow, however, Dallas. So this is going to cause a couple of their players, actually, to go and fall back.
Good volley in. Love this one way that was set up for Magus. Looks like he's getting burned. Molotov for Toxic Barrels are just over on the outside of him. He took 40 damage, it seems, from it. Another response here, and this B team seems to be solid. Even though Glaive took that grenade after his first kill, he's still ticking.
Look at Dupree right now. Is Stewie going to clear this, or is he just going to hang out and watch the lurk? It does look like Stewie wants to just watch the lurk in this situation. Wait on his teammates to come back around towards this middle area here, Dallas. They're going to just move on towards that A bomb site. What can Dupree do, though?
Checking for him. Now Dupree's position sold out. He ends up into a double peak. He does take Nitro way, way down. Look at this defense on A, though. You already have 3 players over here. Oh! What a shot from Stewie. He's quickly dealt with. And they'll trade back and forth. Nitro, the walking wounded, does end up dying. Naf plants the bomb, but bleeds for it. He ends up being taken down on the long flank. And we talked about how mobile Astralis was, how fluid they were in the previous maps on their rotations. And Liquid, if they play these slow games, Astralis will end up walking all over you.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, even towards the start there of that A attack, we saw the time start to wind down. So even if they, let's say, got the one entry, or let's say Astralis had any more utility, like a Molotov to throw down, we probably wouldn't have even seen Liquid move in for that bomb plant. That was a great effort by them, some silver lining in the round, and they are going to get that bomb plant money, which is going to net them another buy.
Very important round for Liquid. Very, very much so. Their money is threatened. They need this round. You know, it's also threatened for Astralis, so this round could mean 2 rounds, more so for Liquid, because Astralis don't have nearly as much in the bank account. But Astralis so far showing that they have the CT side locked down at an 8-2 deficit so far. Liquid have a ways to go to show that they are that leg-breaking horse.
Yeah. Right now into this round, Liquid taking it a little bit slower. Not moving as quickly for any early picks here. We are seeing Astralis towards the sand area, the short A area. And Device with a great angle on the edge of this smoke, and he's going to find the opening kill onto Twist. And once again, going to fall back. Taking a little bit of Molotov damage, but you know what? He's already got the kill on the round.
Yeah, he's okay with that. He's firing an op anyways.
Liege with the lurkout smoke towards long A. This is going to give him a little bit of breathing room, allow him to sneak all the way up as his team follows suit. It does look like the majority of Liquid actually want to attack this long A area.
Yeah, the bomb's on that way, and Liquid start to funnel their way around the corner into extra player into long, that being Nitro, who's holding the caboose right now. Well-timed Molotov as well, just as that smoke begins to fade. They're trying to peek. I believe they tried to boost up. Maybe he's trying to see if they can get a peek over towards the dumpster side.
They're both holding just on the other side of each other, and there it is. Stu just coming down to that second step will be punished by Device. Elige now coming out for the entry frags towards long. It's going to be Zepex picking up the first. Naf trading it out. And we do have the op in bathroom still with Device. 14 seconds on the clock. They got to go for this plant here, Dallas.
Yeah, they're planting to the backside of the dice, and the grenade finishes its job.
Oh.
Nitro needs to pick it up and basically stick this plant, and yeah, Glaive just pokes out and says, I dare you to try and punch the numbers into that one. 9-2. Does this mean 2 rounds in a row? I mentioned that Liquid's money was threatened, but at this point, they're starting to get late into this half that they're going to have to make these difficult decisions. We've been reset once or twice. We're not really finding much success. Do we go for a little bit of a force buy? They weren't finding too much force buy success in the previous maps, but Liquid take a pause to talk about what their options are in the future.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of money under their belt, so they can do a little bit of a buy here if they want. It's really more so of a force buy. So I imagine they'll get maybe pistol armor, make something happen with those, keep the economy of Astralis from exploding beyond their control. We are nearing the end of this first half, so they can't do too many save rounds. They got to start picking up some actual gun rounds here.
Yeah, they desperately need them. But what's on the menu?
Okay,
it is
so they go for the full
a buy.
force.
Nitro still has cash to be able to spend. So that bomb plant, if it were to come from that previous round, would have meant a little bit of extra utility, especially for Twists and Stewie. You see them holding only a smoke. Naf, Nitro, and Elige will be able to at least be the bulk of that utility. Smokes, mollies, flashes included.
5 smokes, 5 flashes, 3 Molotovs, and a Team Liquid that's heading towards the B-bomb site.
A partridge in a pear tree if they could manage this one. A faster play right now from Liquid. The door has been blown open, though, allowing Glaive an easy angle. Twist gets 2 on entry, a 3rd on entry. Oh, my goodness, but Device, with the assistance of Stewie's TK, earns it back to a 2v2.
Ooh.
They absolutely brush shoulders, and in from behind is Nitro now. Dupree last up, 1v2, and he is behind as well. In all the confusion in the fog of war, it comes down to a 1v1. Naf does have at least surprise, the element of surprise in his favor. Where could he possibly be is what Dupree is thinking. Peeking the angles. Oh, but he is so wide when he comes around that corner. You don't expect him to be up against that back corner in the grates. And it's a 3rd for Liquid.
That's some great positioning out of Naf there. And Astralis, well, their money's spent, Dallas. They've got nothing left in the bank here, and that's going to put them onto a save. As we move towards the final few rounds of Team Liquid's T-side campaign here, we're actually seeing them come alive, just like on Dust 2.
Yeah, they're waking up. This is, they ended up, what, 10-5 on Dust 2?
I'm glad they won that round too, because Twist just absolutely opened up that bomb site in great fashion.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that round on the back of a TK either. Quick play again, right to the front, quickly traded back. A little bit of wobbly vision there for Elige, but he is woken up, got that kill. 4v3 man advantage for Liquid. What a nade.
Damn.
We've seen these nades so good, especially for Astralis, but Liquid is starting to get in there too. I think Dupree just caught one. He's down to 24.
Very slow round now from Liquid. They realize they have the man advantage. No need to aggress. It's on Astralis here to even this one up and make it happen. We also see the lurk coming out as Nitro has moved his way around towards long A and is moving ever so quickly towards the A bomb site. Very slow round.
The B, yeah, they know it. They're just making Astralis feel uncomfortable right now.
But this is the scary part, right? Because how many rounds has it come down to the wire for the plant? Team Liquid with the man advantage right now are running down the clock. Don't get me wrong. It's a good idea to do so. See if any of the Astralis members want to re-aggress for a pick. But at some point, and I do believe around the 30-second mark, is where we're going to see them start actually going for a bomb site.
Well, actually, Dupree has come down off of the A side to support. There's the first opener. It was going to be a 2-man on this side anyways, especially if Liquid had gone early. It's 2 regardless. Magisk is up on top of the block right there. He'll be able to pounce on the bomb planter, and that's all he needs to do. Just stay alive, Dupree, while I take care of this bomb planter. He is knocked off the pedestal. Dupree alone with the scout. Not much to say about that, but the idea was there. If he was able to come up over top of that block, shoot down onto the bomb planter, stop that, and then his life is committed at that point.
That was almost like whack-a-mole. It just peeks his head up over the block, and then there's 3 terrorists just waiting for that
as long as the player at Graffiti stays alive, then you have the possibility of winning the round on time.
I agree. I agree completely. Ooh, a little bit of shanking going on to start the round. Just a little bit of a love tap. Yeah. Just a love tap.
You got this, Elige. Just give him a head start.
Ooh, a flub Molotov as well towards that short B. That's not what you want to see here. But they do have a little bit of leeway as Astralis is onto an eco-only device with really any firepower, and that's going to be a CZ.
Yeah, that's at long right now. He's just holding this angle as anti-flash while Dupree stares it down with a USP from Tree. Very passive setup. I'm a little worried right now how fractured Liquid is. They have 1 player towards the spool at B. They've got 1 player in connector, but 3 are advancing, and there's a possibility to drop weapons if this is the case. Nitro rounds the first, spotting the second at Tree, struggling heavily so. Elige will make sure that he gets that last kill, that last shot, and they have at least thwarted disaster in dropping some weapons.
Glaive now with a little bit of a peek towards middle. Nitro getting the frag onto him. We're down to 2 members left for Astralis, and Liquid will be momentarily going on to their 5th round here. Getting that much closer to tying this game up.
Should be an easy affair to be able to clean up Zipnix as well as Magisk, both with just lowly little USPs and an open B site for an easy bomb plant. But you can see how methodic Liquid is. There's 30 seconds left on the round. They know that they're up against an eco. And they're still just being clean about it.
Final 2 members of Astralis moving towards that connector. Spam's going down, bullets going through. And it will be Naf to find Zipex. And what can Magisk do? A little bit of damage, but it's going to be Naf to take him down. Liquid onto their 5th. And we are onto the final round of this first half of the map 3.
Looking identical to what it was before. If Astralis win this round, then it was I just to the T of what I think Dust 2 was, 10-5, if I'm not mistaken. And then Liquid won a consortium of rounds right behind that.
9-6.
9-6, was it? Well, maybe we end up with the same thing.
Exactly, it's possible. Definitely possible here, but no op on the field for Liquid again here. Glaive with that AWP. He's going to be playing towards that B bomb site with it, actually aggressing onto the short. Zalige able to take advantage of that. A great pop flash for him is going to push back the AWP, give that area of the map to Liquid now. Let's see what they decide to do with this control.
Who picks the entry? Glaive is glass cannon right now. They're unable to afford everything they so desire. Liquid, though, have got everything. And they are going to abuse that fact that Astralis, having a $1.10 on the clock right now, have 4 smokes, and if they get any indication that Liquid are going to be pushing one direction or another, those smokes are going to come out. And then towards the latter parts of this, if Astralis don't have much of anything for retake, you don't have a kit either. This favors Liquid right now, but they are a very, very patient team.
Nitro, the solo long player right here. Just lurking this area of the map by himself. We are seeing Zipex rotate in. He's going to be spotting from that SWAT van as the rest of Team Liquid moving back towards that B bomb site, getting ready to execute with only 30 seconds left. What a great play from Nitro. That's going to make it all more possible.
They actually might shift back towards A right now. They hold short, so they might just go right through the blue door and up towards A. Magisk tries to take an aggressive stance and catch them in that shift. Glaive, having an op, is now looking to take a fight at near point-blank range. Being scoped in, he'll be able to see their cells dividing. He takes the shot and misses. A second one as well goes wide left. They're both taking off quickly, and it's a 6th round for Liquid. They are that late-breaking horse. They find the last closing rounds in the half after Astralis opened up with a banger.
That's exactly what they needed moving into their CT side now. If they can get this pistol round, tie this bad boy up, even pick up the first gun round as well, well, Astralis not in good shape. I'd like to see an AWP on the field make its appearance for Liquid, but it's all going to begin with this pistol round. Dallas, what do they want to do?
Well, Liquid won the pistol round in Dust 2 in the second half, and they continued that streak. From there, it started and blossomed into a beautiful thing to tape map 2 and hand Astralis their first map loss in this entire tournament. And maybe a second one is in favor, but they still got a ways to go to even just draw it broadside at 9-9. They are to the CT end of things, and they've backed up very deep to their own sites.
Astralis moving very quickly towards long, now clearing out the bathroom area. Just a pretty standard pistol right now, making sure that all the aggressive angles out of the CTs are cleared right now. They're down towards connector, and now Device, well, he's going to line up his smoke. I imagine Glaive is lining up his. Yes, he is. We're going to see the A site starting to be pressured.
That's a smoke that will allow them to isolate Elige. And they quickly deal with them, but Nitro lays 2 players down right at the planters, and the boost on top! It's the Wilson boost from Home Improvement. And now Stewie rounds this one and puts the bomb down on the ground. Device is left alone in a 1v4. Now 3. He's got a wounded Nitro out there who's looking to capitalize on his own 4th kill. But Stewie says, I've got 2 of those. They end up making the full house, 3 and 2 apiece. And Liquid win that second half pistol.
Yeah, that was a great idea out of Astralis. The smokes do land, but you know what? Nitro's like, I'm going to go ahead and get that boost towards spawn. I'm going to go ahead and take this pistol round into my own hands, picking up the first 3 entry kills. Stewie comes in, picks up 2 of his own. Tremendous effort from Liquid to get their 7th on the board.
Lots of SMGs for Liquid. Lots of soft targets. Full vanilla for Astralis. All Glocks. Little 9mm. Popping off to be annoying against all this armor from Liquid. We've got a scope to deal with long-range targets and then SMGs for everything close. Fast fire rates. Lots of problems with aim punch for Astralis. We've seen a glocking before earlier. It was earlier tonight. I think Ghost got glocked by Astralis. Did they not? On Inferno. Could happen.
Astralis now on this full save. They are going to be executing momentarily, I imagine, just looking for any information they can get. They've placed Magisk towards this connector alongside Device. They've opened up that door. Twist actually spots it out. A little bit of damage being done. A Molotov being thrown from Twist. And Astralis starting to aggress. Leash picking up 1. Twist picking up 1. Stewie and Naf come in. Naf gets his 2nd on the round. And Liquid are on to 8 here, Dallas.
I got a little bit nervous for Twist there. Yeah. When he pulled that grenade out and he was looking at that blue door, I want to plug this one up, throw a smoke over there.
The timing almost got him there.
He ends up banging a molly off the wall and keeping the T's at bay for a little bit. But even the second player around the corner had that Glock on burst. So it's tough. But right now, Liquid looking to close the gap. They have to deal with the rifles that are in play, but without casualties from the previous round, they have a little bit working for them as far as money is concerned. They would love to be able to have Astralis' arsenal afforded to themselves, but they have to take it out of Astralis' cold dead hands first.
It does look like Naf right now. He's just going to be spotting for any information. He doesn't actually see Dupree, who's made his way up towards the sandbag area of Short B right now. Astralis very separated across the map. You have 1 player towards Fountain, 1 player connector, 1 player long A, 1 watching B, and 1 on short B. Not a lot of trade potential going on for the T side.
I like that. Nitro throws that grenade, does 9 damage. Dupree spams, gets an AK round to pass through the wall, does 9 damage. Naf gets the first blood. That one, I believe, was...
They boosted with
boosted. Yeah, I was about to say, it was a tough spot, maybe across the sandbags, but smoke at perfect timing. Dupree's actually going to push ahead of this one with a company in hand. Bomb has been spotted. The A team is going to start to rotate down. Twist just needs to afford time. He's currently the only man on the site. They will start to wrap into position. Zipnix can't handle Liege, who just swings into the door and opens it up. That prevents the flank from Astralis and makes them nervous about planting. Another boost is in for the cards. Astralis, he jumps, he takes 2. Wow. And run boosts with style all over the bridge. 9 all.
So Astralis end up trying to come out that monster. Stewie's in a great spot right there on the edge of that monster entrance. Ends up picking up 1. They trade him out very quickly, and just as they're about to come out Monster, Twist actually drops a great flashbang in front of them towards Monster, forces them to hold still. He falls into the pit. We see the boost come out by Nitro, and that all but cements the round for Liquid. Great CT defense from them.
And Liquid would look to take this round, but they have to get across the deco for Astralis. 5 deagles, no grenades. And grenades are being thrown right at him anyways. Zipnix got the first.
All right, and Zipnix picking up that frag now gives them a little bit of breathing room right now. The deagles on the field. Alish picking up 1 to even this up in a 4v4, and Astralis, well, they're going to keep the pressure coming. They're moving on towards A with those deagles. You want to watch out if you're Liquid. You don't want that head to be showing. Oh, that's exactly what happens. Nitro's going to eat that deagle bullet. It's onto Liege now to defend this site.
Oh, and they're pre-firing the angles too. They'll jump across to try and upset the aim from Liege. 3-on-3, good round so far from Astralis. There's still a chance, but the last round out finds the dome of Device, and he's got some extra assistance out there as well. And we got to remember that Liquid are afforded many of the rifles from the previous round to that anyways. They were running SMGs. They beat the rifles from them. They took the rifles. They beat the deco. They're still riding on a good surplus of cash.
Yeah, their economy's starting to look very pretty as we move towards this middle point in the second half here. And remember, for those of you just tuning in, Map 1 went the way of Astralis. Map 2, the way of Liquid, and we're on to map 3 here, where Liquid leads 10-9 in the grand finals of iBUYPOWER Masters 2019.
Got the lead. Victory's still not in sight yet. It's over the horizon. But Liquid look to take the initiative. They're running headlong towards long and winning this first fight. Now, do they back off similar to what Astralis do? And that is exactly that. Elige is kind of the last man left hanging to dry, but nobody's challenging him right now. Astralis set up for a B strike after seeing all this A-long aggression.
Nice.
I'm surprised they didn't try and snap
Nice
shot
shot
on this. Stewie gets broadsided, but he takes 2 first, and it leaves it to Glaive. 1v4, another healthy round for Liquid so far. Glaive being spammed through, and he's not long for this world. He'll clear out the bins, but there's one left remaining. 11-9 now for Liquid, and they'll have another easier round in front of them, as Astralis will likely just have a little bit of a half-buy with pistols.
Yeah, Astralis looking a little bit rough now. Right? Liquid, like we said, they're late starts. And now they're rolling with it. The snowball effect's kicking in here, Dallas. It does look like Liquid is sitting pretty. Look at the smiles on their faces as well.
Is it due to the crowd, though? Is the crowd responsible? Is the crowd responsible? Are you guys responsible for Liquid coming back into this match? Absolutely they are.
It's the 6th man.
It is, the sixth man on the field.
There we go. We do have a little bit of a pause. I imagine this is going to be Astralis just deciding whether they want to buy or whether they want a full save. If you look at Dupree's money, he's only at 3.5. He can't really get much under his belt, so he's going to end up getting a Galil, Smoke Flash. We'll see the rest with AKs. Some good utility as well. They can make some stuff happen here, but really no op to go up against Nitro.
I thought Astralis would go for a little heavier pistol round and have the op into play into the next, like you were talking about, but man, this is... Do they sense fear? We talked about Ghost made them bleed. Liquid showed that they could bleed again, but Astralis might be showing the first signs of weakness if they end up dropping this round, especially. Now they would definitely have to bow out of that next round, and Liquid we'd be running to 12-13. So it's a slippery slope when you get into the questions of making these buys so late.
Liquid right now doubled up towards this sand area. Liege alongside Nitro with that AWP inside the bathroom, just holding that tight angle. We've got plenty of Astralis members for him to aim at right now, so as that bathroom smokes fades, we will see Astralis beginning to creep on in.
Nitro holds bath. Still remaining scoped in. He's got some help from Elige.
Spotted.
Now Elige is kind of out to dry. He moves out. A flashbang will allow that forward echelon to retreat. They got a little bit nervous about that. Smokes will deploy. Glaive ahead of this one. Astralis want these bathrooms.
Boost.
Atypical boost. You don't see this very often. And they'll get out of this one unscathed. Great early pick. Glaive will be laid to waste to the bench for this round. And still another smoke already at the threshold of A. Also delaying Astralis further, 20 seconds. Elige finds the next kill as well. It's all going Liquid's favor right now. They have support in numbers out here as well. They'll just line them up and knock them down. They've lost their first, but they'll take two in response. 12-9. Almost the perfect defense.
Yeah, that's some great delaying out of the Liquid side. I really like that boost over the smoke that Elige got the kills from. You see the triple setup within the A-bomb site there, and Liquid find themselves picking up yet another round.
So what now for Astralis?
Well, they bought up into that round. Didn't work out in their favor. We will most likely see either a pistol force buy, maybe a full save here as they aim to just kind of get some money under their belt to fight against that AWP of Nitro, who's just been doing work.
And Stewie's off down at the lower side as well.
He actually passed it up to Nitro, so I wonder if they're going to, trade it back. Maybe it was just something within the round. Nitro just wanted to op A.
Right, so that round for Astralis, they had gone for that buy. They jumped the gun. They're like, we can get this done with rifles. We don't need to wait an extra round and think about getting an op themselves. Yeah. So now it's, well, do we try it again? Do we try it again? I mean, you get that gambler's paradox of, well, we might be able to do it. But yes, they instead go this round with pistols and a little bit of armor, what I expected in the previous. So it ends up washing out in the end, I believe. But Liquid are cruising. holding on to the lead and the CT-sided map to try and wrap this one up in a nice little bow.
All right, it does look like Liquid very aggressive towards this middle area right now, taking that playground. You know what? It doesn't even matter because Astralis right now over towards the B bomb site area. We see a passive setup from the Liquid side.
So much intel.
Yeah, as they've taken playground, they've pushed all the way almost to T-spawn here. And Astralis, well, they're getting ready to execute out.
So the thing is, if they do execute on this B site and they get the kills, it's a long ways coming for the reinforcements. Oh. There's that first kill. And they're struggling to find the connections on the next kills. Trades are in favor of Astralis right now. The responsibilities of the bomb being planted is at sandbags. And like I said, reinforcements were a long ways out, being all the way to party, about as far as the CT could get from the B site.
Looks like the retake will be going underway shortly, just waiting for Elish to set himself up. No, actually. Does look like they're going for the save instead. Elish just going for any exits he can. Able to do some damage, but not much else here. And the remaining members on the Liquid side doing the exact same.
They might hem them in pretty well to get this bomb to do a lot of the legwork. Dupree and Device are so wounded. Those two players fall. The bomb may not be lethal now to the healthy players. But post-detonation, they might start to get chased a bit. They hold on to an AK and the AUG. I believe that AK was from many, many, many rounds ago when Liquid with the SMGs stole that away from Astralis.
Plenty of money, however, in the Liquid pockets. Not really going to feel the brunt of losing that round. We are going to see Stewie down to 1,600, but the rest of them, well, they've still got another buy round, especially Twist, who's sitting on 10K.
Yeah. Okay, they'll take that dirt off their shoulders, say that was a fluke, just some CZs at them, and they'll be able to take themselves more seriously into this round. Even though they had all that information, that front line on the B side couldn't quite withstand onslaught of fast race car pistols. Stewie up on top of the grates, very tall. Can he get this smoke out in time? He does. The flashbangs come out. He'll spam this. They run through this. He's still blind by a second flashbang, a 4-on-4, and Astralis have sensed weakness at the B site. It had previously been so strong with Stewie's op, but now it's just Twist's AK. They've spotted him over at the barrels now. He's getting burned out. He'll remain. He needs some help from the smoke, but it bounces short. Should have thrown that one a little bit more pepper, and the spray through the smoke evens it out to a 2-on-2.
Naf now moving into the bomb site. Do they know where he is? Able to pick up the first now. Left onto Zipex.
They see bomb too. They've got great control of this one. Zipex has to cross this site entirely. There's not many places for him to hide, especially without any utility to speak of. He shoulder peeks out, baits out the shop. The second one comes through, it passes through the wall. He'll survive for now. And there's a big shiny dome of Naf as he stares down his prey. And it's an eco reset for Astralis. Not a painful one, not as bad as it could have been because they had pistol armor when they won that round and stole rifles in return. But it is reset regardless.
That was great out of Naf. I mean, yeah, the smoke grenade doesn't land exactly where he needs it to. But at the same time, Naf making it out, forcing his way into that bomb site in the 2v2, really allows the situation to take place for his squad. Liquid now looking like they're confident, looking like they know this is coming into their hands. They just got to focus up and get this W.
Looks so bored. It's too easy. Far too easy.
My goal of 2019 is to get Naf to smile. There you go. There you go.
It's easy to make me smile. That comment made me smile.
I guarantee you he's going to smile once he, if he gets this trophy.
If. Yeah, there's still an if. It's only a 3-round lead. But Astralis are making those decisions I was talking about before.
It's a 3-round lead from a 9-6 half, though, Dallas.
That's true.
So Liquid definitely turning it up now into the second half.
Yeah. Astralis quick towards Fountain, possibly beyond Fountain. Lots of smokes. Man, Astralis is just giving them everything as far as utility over the walls. How much do they have left by the time they get to the sites? They get the bathroom control, and they still throw utility to the A side, but it's all scopes all day for Liquid. They dial it in. They are able to get out of the choke point. Nice shot. There's the first. He'll resettle himself for 2. Stewie will give some support as well. Twist, dying as his right is to just incinerate the bomb. Buy as much time as he can. He had made the mistake to pull out a grenade, but in his dying wish is to at least buy 10 seconds for his team.
Very rough situation here for Astralis being in this 2-on-4 now, as Device making his way out towards this monster area now, just edging this smoke. Is he able to find one? Just missing those shots. Oh, and okay, so he does end up with the kill onto Nap. That was a little bit scary there, folks.
Oh my
and a
goodness.
second onto Elige. He's opened up the B-bomb site ever so slightly.
There's a great shot from Nitro to at least regain composure for Liquid, because that was 4v2, and they still hold this 2-to-1 edge. Bombs down again on the site. Device has to make strides, almost identical to the round prior. He spots the one on the high, shelters himself from him, and takes the fight against Stewie, and he will not succeed. A 14th for Liquid. 4-round buffer, and they can see the light of day.
Almost there. Liquid, 2018, unable to even get that W against the Astralis side. New year, new team, and they're 2 rounds away from finally getting that W against Astralis that they've sought after for almost an entire year.
So on Dust, we saw Liquid get that 15th and then almost get too comfortable. Oh, what a nade over the top. I think it just landed in the triangle, unfortunately. But Liquid did get comfortable on Dust at that 15th, what I was getting at. And then Astralis was able to clamber their way back quite a ways. So they need to just keep the ship upright, keep the hatches battened down, run a tight ship.
Looking at it right now, Astralis creating that early mid pressure. Now moving back to the B area here, we do have Liquid, who have taken long A. They've actually aggressed it. That's giving them a little bit more info on what could be happening. Here come these pop flashes, but the wide swing out of Liquid right now. Twist is going to find 2. A 3rd for Twist as well. And he's still got Stewie there, who runs out of ammo.
By time! Again. He's alive! Stewie lives! And Twist takes all with 5 kills. What a way to put a capitalization on this one. Their 15th round. Stewie was just dancing as he may. But Twist may have just stolen the highlight from the entire series.
The crowd erupting at the chance of Liquid hoisting the first trophy of 2019 here. And we will see Astralis using CZs, Deagles, and a UMP to try and stay afloat in this matchup, Dallas.
Flashbang into Elige's eyes. He sees nothing. He'll back out. Liquid will fall back and give them bathrooms. Well, they do hesitate. We've seen Astralis get punished in this exact same position before. Astralis is stomping their way across. They're trying to spam, draw attention. Elige takes a double take, then Nitro's down 2, and a 3rd as well. Device says, we're still in this, guys. They overwhelm the A site. They gather the rifles. They gather the AWP, but they only need the pistols. Stewie's last up, and he may only have to offer up his AUG as well. An entire exchange. All rifles go the way of Astralis. They take the AWP, they take the AUGs, and they take the round, and they stay alive.
What a terrifying round from Astralis there. Those Deagles doing absolute work. Really nobody on Astralis having an opportunity to even fire back before going down. Astralis staying in this for at least a few more rounds.
Still all scopes for Liquid. Instead, they change one of the 5.56s for the Lapua AWP. They run in to the front lines of battle. Most of the Astralis guns, they actually didn't get that last AUG. Glaive will take that AK. And I think that's good for them. They need that one-hit capability for the T side to be able to uproot Liquid right out of those foxholes. Even though they are a mobile team right now, they do seem to be a little bit sheltered right now back to their sites. They fall all the way back, not even bathroom presence, which is exactly where Astralis abused them in the previous round.
Exactly. But you know what? We are seeing Liquid starting to aggress towards the sand just a tad as Nitro holding this tight AWP angle. He will be able to fall back, though, if something goes wrong. And Stewie over towards this B bomb site with the AWP here. A good opportunity for him to get an opening kill. Ooh, nice little smoke. That's going to allow Stewie now to focus elsewhere. Bathrooms has been pressured by Astralis, but they are falling back now and moving on to B.
Yeah, lots of smoke onto the site, especially to A. Still Liquid. Hang tight. Keeping it stationary. Stewie and Twist over towards that B site. Pop flash in the monster that blinds him, but it doesn't catch Dupree. There's your opener. Astralis is always quick on these. Stewie's able to get some cover, and he's been great here. As long as he can hold tight to the pillar, he's gotten a second one. Naf will fall back into the pit, and he'll take a second one as well. That's it! Naf seals the deal. There was a slight hope for Astralis, but it was Liquid, the late-breaking horses, the whole way. Their first half seemed to be atrocious, but once they turned on, there was no stopping them.
That was a great performance out of Liquid. Started off very rocky on Inferno, starting to come alive on Dust 2, and it all comes to fruition on Overpass. A hard 2018 rewarded with the iBUYPOWER Masters win of 2019.
Yeah, and they do it here. They break that curse. They do it here at the beautiful Avalon Theater here in Hollywood. It has graced us with the beautiful venue. Got plenty of seating for everybody. The crowd loved it here. I'm sure you loved it at home. But it's time to hoist the trophy. Liquid are victorious. They have defeated the Kings. Astralis. Liquid are your iBUYPOWER Masters champions.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal win from them. Very deserving. Very hard-working team. And it's great to see that 2019 is going to be a great year for them.
It's a new dawn. Congratulations to this lineup. They've been able to pull off what everybody thought was impossible. I would love to see everybody's picks for this. They hoist the trophy. And yes, it's Liquid, your champions, your iBUYPOWER champions. And it's time to send us home, I think.
Well, it's been a great tournament, Dallas. A great opportunity for me to cast. I can't believe I got to cast even tournament teams of this caliber.
Oh, yeah. It's time to go home, though. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you watching us here at iBUYPOWER, but it's time for us to sign off, and you guys have been fantastic. Good night, good luck, and have fun.